Alright, I'm going to say what I got to say here just because it needs to be said. People don't want to understand what a bank is, so I'm going to show you what a bank is. If you're a small business owner and you want to understand the internet, stop wasting your time listening to people and take control over what you're doing in a very simple way. This control panel has been designed so that people have the ability to do transactional based business. Now follow me. If you're looking at the screen, it says demo.domain. It says secure connection via HTML, and it's a folder called demo off of the domain string name .com with an auto login function. And if you look at it, it says it expires on April the 9th of 2021 because today's. So what it does is it automatically spawns the 366-day account for each transaction. Now follow me. Okay? If I write a batch script and I say X, Y, and Z coordinate of device ID number linked to veteran name holder ID string, then I've created a damn bank controlled by the bank account holder. And that's what we did as the shell for the American matching perspective. It says what we did was we said, let's prove that it works. And this is would it be right there. So every transaction, in other words, you would say, example, you could say January dot your domain auto login for each customer. So then you're looking at the exponential layers. You say, well, why would you build the spawn processes this way? Because it's all virtual. Every bit of it's in a virtual folder in space so that you can control what you do. We took all the geek tools and put them in one place. And we're going to take it a step further so that the voice-enabled processes become relevant. And then we'll place the entire two-dimensional interface into the three-dimensional overlay, which is what we'll get into soon. We're using Soundgarden to be the points of light that are needed for the layering technology to interface with the three-dimensional version of the web. Well, what's missing at that point is these major repeater radios that boost the signal to the strength for the line haul, and these snapping up these damn cables. I mean, Google is buying wire. Google, you stole technology, funded that stolen technology, and then went out in the world and broke the law associated with censorship and theft of intellectual property. And you automated theft of intellectual property. That's what I know as U.S. Army Signal Corps. You say, well, why would you talk this way in business? Because it's not about pointing fingers at corporate idiots, because the technology is changing. So the administrative construct of the subjective nature of the business transaction, placing the tools in the account holder's hands, ensures the integrity and gets rid of the pork barrel associated with the fake ass insurance premiums that have been stockpiled for 100+ years. And the cross-border violations of treaties are the canceling effect of the unpaid bills. So the automated process becomes relevant. So what happens is you got what you got. You got a chronological process of keeping up with your financial transactions based on your hand instead of somebody else. So the maker's mark be real. I hope that gets people to understand what I'm saying. I'm not sure if everybody understands what I'm saying. I would just encourage you to try to filter through my words here and understand the truth of it. We give all of this to the veterans. So there's 10.1 million accounts available under the server already. And so we are going to turn on their payment gateways and the world to be a better place, because you get to install anything that you need. We just did it our way, you know. The things that you can install with the click of a button by your own hand. So we just gave everybody everything. And there are other people doing it, but the difference is we don't have any control over what you do, and we don't track anything. Because, you know, we think we got a better mousetrap because we're compliant with the laws of all countries. And it's a very powerful thing that we're donating here to the veterans. And we're saying, just come get it, guys. If you understand what I'm telling you with the demo gateway, well, there's your first account. Because it don't matter. It's just a link. Doesn't matter what you name it. So I'll be quiet now.